Beneath this tall, high-rise FBI building in the middle of Los Angeles is a tiny little tree. It's dedicated to Samantha Runyon.
Still haunts all the investigators, agents, officers, and analysts that work the case, that we just thought that it might be appropriate to keep her memory alive.
In time, this Hong Kong orchid tree will be 30 feet high, standing much taller and far stronger than little Samantha was against her attacker. But this tree ensures that Samantha lives on, spreading a sweet message to all who visit.
Because that is absolutely what she represents, I hope, for all of the kids out there who made it through. I want them to feel empowered and to be brave.
Samantha's death changed the Amber Alert system not only in California, but across the country. Today, her mother is leading the way with neighborhood watch programs and child safety with the Joyful Child.
I decided that every time I think of Samantha and every time it hurts and I want to cry, sometimes I let myself, I look at that as a reflection of the love that I have for Samantha. And that is a beautiful thing that will never die.
People will walk by, we'll see her face, we'll see her name, and then we'll stop and pause and think, you know, am I doing everything I can to protect children?
Thanks for that. And moving on. Okay, so how are you doing? Everything coming up roses, or does nothing ever seem to go right? We met with Michelle DeAngelis, the expert on how to take your life from crappy to happy.
I'm Michelle DeAngelis, the author of Get a Life That Doesn't Suck.
Michelle says after years as a life coach, she knows a thing or two about what makes life suck. And no matter what area of your life bites, she's got the tools to get you out of the gap.
The gap is where life sucks. So if you are thinking, I'm going to get up every morning at 5:30 and take that run or go to the gym because I'm determined to lose that 5 pounds, and you sleep in, gap.
So first things first, take her Joy Quotient quiz. It's kind of like your IQ for what makes you happiest. You know, that deep down kind of happy, closing the gap between your dreams and your real life, starting with 3 simple steps. 1, get systems in your life.
Do you have good systems? Are you organized? So whether it's how to pay your bills or, remember to read to your kids at night or get up to exercise or whatever it is, consider creating a system because it will save you aggravation later. And aggravation sucks.
2, say what you mean and do what you say.
We all know it's hard because sometimes that involves saying no, which can be a difficult thing to do.
3, release what you do not need.
We hold on to things. Things like that comfort us, whether it's staying in a bad relationship because we know it, it's a known, or staying in a job we can't stand because it's a known. And sometimes it's easier to complain than to actually make the change.
Still feeling like your life sucks?
I know people have incredible difficulty in their lives. I get that, I understand it. And what are you going to do about it?
She has some great tips, doesn't she? Now, if you'd like to learn more, or if you'd like to take your Joy Quotient quiz, just head to www.getalifethatdoesn'tsuck.com. And to learn more about our Connect a Million Minds program, just head to www.connectamillionminds.com. Until then, I'm Christina Macaulay, and from all of us here at Local On Demand, we'll catch you next time. Welcome to Time Warner SoCal News. I'm Christina Macaulay. The Make-A-Wish Foundation of Orange County and the Inland Empire host a fundraising luncheon at the Diamond Club at Angels Stadium. Guest speaker Mike Scioscia takes the podium and makes way only for the bigger stars of the event, the Wish Kids. All of us have hopes, dreams, and wishes. Fulfilling these is what the Make-A-Wish Foundation has been doing for children with life-threatening illnesses since 1983. These dreams become even more important for kids like Jonathan Farrell.
I have CF, it's cystic fibrosis, and so it's something wrong with my lungs, so I can't run too much, but I can run. But yeah, so I have to take a lot of medicine.
Jonathan's favorite team is the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. So when Mike Scioscia and Make-A-Wish invited him down, he went out of the ballpark.
It was very exciting for me because they're my favorite team, and I've been wanting to meet them all my life.
His other favorite thing, meeting Angels pitcher Francisco Rodriguez.
And I joke him. I said, you know, he was giving Frankie some pitching tips, and Francisco was listening. It was a great day.
Make-A-Wish has a vision to reach every eligible child in their region in the hope that it will help transform life-threatening illnesses into life-affirming triumphs. Making a difference is something Mike Sosha says we can all do, one wish at a time.
We have opportunity every day to make a difference, and you know, if you just look around and absorb it, you can make a difference.
Love ain't done nothing for me. Love beat me, make me feel worthless. Your baby loves you. I love you.
It's not every day that you get invited to the Lionsgate private screening room, but this isn't any ordinary event. It all stems from this one woman's story, Precious. This was Lionsgate's Kate Nelligan's brainchild.
I think this movie is so moving for a lot of people because they can relate to what Precious is going through. You know, even if they haven't had those similar life experiences, they can really see what it's like to have blocks and to have obstacles to overcome. And it's just so empowering to see her, you know, against all odds, find her own true self and realize her own worth.
Something Perla Bernal, a Dress for Success story, knows about firsthand.
I was on welfare. I was raising 3 kids by myself, and I needed help.
Perla says when she was referred to Dress for Success, that's where her life began to change.
The mission and goal of Dress for Success is to help underprivileged women by empowering them and helping them get back into the workforce. What they're known most for is getting them a suit for an interview, but there's so much more that's involved.
Having on the clothes and the attention that you're getting, and the feeling that you're valuable, that your self-worth goes up.
Self-worth and hope, something Precious Jones grew to understand in the film, and a hot topic for the Inner Precious panel.
How have you overcome those struggles and obstacles, and what were they?
I continued to just believe in myself more and more, and was able to get this job at Lionsgate.
I think we all got motivated from this event in general. Just even some things that us as professionals may not think about too much about, you know, setting goals and just the, you know, balancing our life and work.
The silk scarf in the movie represents hope and strength, qualities within each and every woman here today. And like any perfect fairy tale, each woman left with their very own symbol of hope.
I feel that every woman does have an inner preciousness, and really it's about accessing your awareness of that and celebrating it.
And life is precious. From Santa Monica, I'm Christina Macaulay. In celebration of Black History Month, we catch up with boxing legend Sugar Ray Leonard, the first fighter ever to earn $100 million in purses.
Boxing was a wonderful part of my life, and met people like Nelson Mandela, Muhammad Ali, golf with President Clinton. I mean, my life was wonderful.
But even in the 70s and 80s when he was fighting, the Boxing Hall of Famer says racism was still a factor.
You know, I experienced that, yeah. But you can't let things hold you back, no matter what it is. And I stress this to kids, boys and girls. Don't let one thing hold you back from your dreams.
The champion says he teaches his own kids the importance of their heritage.
Because I want them to understand the legacy and our forefathers who sacrificed their lives to put us in the position that we are in. And it's great to see that look in their eyes.
Fast forward to 2012, and Sugar Ray Leonard is consulting for and can be seen in some of Hollywood's biggest films.
Sugar Ray is, I remember when he signed on to the movie, I was like, I love Hollywood. I mean, this is the greatest boxer of all time, and he's going to be not only choreographing the robots, but consulting with me.
And he's a motivational speaker on top of it, teaching what he calls power.
Prepare, overcome, win every round. And because as much as a fighter I was in the ring, that same fighter, the principles apply outside the ring. Getting up from knockdowns, having a great corner, tunnel vision, focus, your version of road work, all those things are what makes us who we are today for success.
From Hollywood, I'm Christina Macaulay. It's like a scene out of the 1940s or 50s, but guess what? It's not. It's just another day at Sid's Tattoo Parlor in Santa Ana.
You guys ready to see this boy moan?
Don't let him fool ya. Sid's a big sweetheart.
And
he's also a big deal around the globe for his color-drenched classic Americana World War II style.
When I tell people where I go, they're like, oh, you go to Sid? Like, I've seen him on like magazines and TV and like all over the place, and everybody knows who he is. And they're like, dude, that's so cool you go there.
It's definitely there. I don't think there's any other art form in the world that's like this, you know? I mean, you can oil paint and you can watercolor and do all that stuff, but there's nothing like working on like a living organism.
There's a saying in the industry that if you can see a tattoo clearly from across the street, it's a really good one. And it's another reason why people from all across the world come to Sid's.
Oh, really?
Sid's been doing this for 18 years and has a group of guys who he's trained with his trademark secrets, close as brothers. In fact, when his actual brother left the shop, that's about all he took with him.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the things that I don't let my inks leave my shop. So if you want to get the colors that we do, that is bright and solid and clean, then you got to come here to get that.
Just remember, this is a permanent art form.
This is a permanent thing on your body, so I try and talk people out of getting the things that could change.